World Cup is back, and so's that's cricket. We're going to be reviewing the first round of the World Cup. Joel, what have you thought about the results so far?
I think it's been an amazing World Cup so far. A lot of big results actually. Shock results actually. Scotland beating West Indies, then Namibia beating Sri Lanka. I think it's been very good, Jono. What's your thoughts been so far?
Well, I think the small teams have stepped up to the plate. They haven't disappointed. They've really put on a good match for all of us. As we've seen, like you said, Scotland, Namibia, even Ireland as well, and also Zimbabwe. All those teams have really been stepping up to the plate and putting a lot of effort in. And talking about shocking, West Indies not qualifying. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a big thing for them to swallow. They two-time world champions. I think they were just coming to try and walk the group, but it didn't turn out that way. And one thing I've been thinking about just watching all the matches so far is that the bigger teams think that they can beat the smaller teams, but it's not proving so because the smaller teams right now are improving so much and they're playing such good cricket.
That's very true. And as you said, Zimbabwe. We've seen Zimbabwe started playing some very good cricket lately, with Coach Dave Alton now coming back to coach the squad. They've been in a really good position. What have you thought about their performance so far?
Yeah, I've loved how Zim has been playing cricket lately, especially being able to qualify. Obviously, they had to play the qualifiers in Zim. Then from there, come and play the other qualifiers, which is the first round, and now they've gone through. But in that first round, they've played some very good cricket, especially Raza's innings of 82 runs in the first match where they beat Ireland by 31. That was very good. I think the only thing they need to do is not lose so many wickets at the top of the order. That's causing a bit of an issue with trying to get going towards the end of the innings. So I think if they can just take a couple of overs to get in and then go from there, it would help a lot. I don't know what your thoughts on the team and how they've been playing. Donna, what do you think?
I think over the last few years, with the rough patch that they've gone through, I think they're doing much better. They seem to have calmed the nerves a lot. And yeah, we see their performance is very good. So I think they're doing well. Obviously, like you said, if they didn't lose so many wickets in the start, I think that's one big area that they need to improve in. But overall, I think they're doing all right. So, what do you think of the group stage so far?
Yeah, the first group stage was good. I was a bit upset that Namibia never qualified. I think they deserved to go through. Only a tough result against UAE at the end. But next time round, but they're a good team and they're improving a lot, especially to pull off a win off of Sri Lanka. And that was the first game of the World Cup. That was exciting. What's been your favorite game so far?
I think for me, my favorite game was Namibia versus Sri Lanka because none of us expected Namibia to pull off that win. I think for me, in round one, I would have to say that's been my most exciting match to watch. A lot of great fielding efforts, bowling as well by Namibia. They've really improved in their bowling and batting since the last World Cup. So I think for me personally, that's one game that I really enjoyed. What about you, Joel?
Yeah, same. I enjoyed that game. I would say that was one of my favorites. But I also enjoyed the Scotland and West Indies game. West Indies were doing so well. They were like 50, 54 for one, I think. Then suddenly they just lost wickets and they were bowled out for nothing. So, yeah, those are some shock defeats. People weren't expecting to see that. And I guarantee you, the smaller teams, I think the bigger nations need to be careful of them. They're coming through up the ranks.
Yeah, I think this, even in the Super 12s, I think the small teams are going to give the big teams a run for their money, eh?
Yeah, true. And also, what about hey, who do you think is going to be the leading run scorer of the tournament? What do you think?
Hey, that's actually a very tight question to ask, eh? There's a lot of guys from the smaller teams and bigger teams are performing. I think, yeah, that's a very hard call to say.
So far, Kusal Mendes from Sri Lanka is leading it, eh? So
Yeah, Kusal Mendes, he's doing pretty well, eh?
yeah,
So we'll see how it goes. but also there's like David Warner, Vera Kohli is also playing very well. So there's a lot of guys that are chasing him, eh? So
There's,
we'll have to see who takes the first place on that one, eh?
yeah, no, for sure. There's a lot of big names in that. But I think the World Cup's open to whoever. Eh? I wouldn't be surprised. I think there's going to be some shocks in the World Cup. Tomorrow, Ireland's playing England, so I'm going for Ireland. I quite possibly think they can pull it off there.
Yeah. So do you think that any of the small teams have an opportunity to make it to, let's say, okay, maybe not finals, but semi-finals?
Yeah, I think if we're gonna be talking about that, I don't know. There's a lot of big teams in there. I hope to say because Zimbabwe maybe, but I don't think it's possible. Because there's a lot of big guys in the group. You know, you're competing with the likes of South Africa, Pakistan, India, which is serious. But if if we can come up in the top three, I think that would be very good. Eh?
And then, like you're saying, small teams coming up in the ranks. Ireland in the group with Afghanistan, Australia, Sri Lanka, England. They've been chucked amongst big fish in that group, eh?
That's that's a serious group. Eh?
What do you think would be something they use as a positive to help them with their games to be able to push through and see if they can potentially beat the big teams?
I think it's just playing for passion. Eh? To be honest, it's tough being put amongst those big guys. Yeah, you just play each game, and if it's your day, you can pull it off. At the end of it, you just need one or two players to come off on the day, and you can beat any side, no matter who you are, whether you're Australia or you Ireland. At the end of the day, if you get one good player coming off, you can actually pull off a winner against a big team, eh?
That's true. You know, T20 cricket, anything can happen. It takes one player just to put runs on the board. It takes one bowler just to change an whole innings. So, yeah, that's what I love about the game, eh?
Yeah.
T20 cricket, anything can happen. Yeah, see what happened to West Indies. We didn't expect them to be knocked out, like we spoke about earlier. So, the game of T20 cricket is just quite something, eh?
Yeah, for sure. I think T20 cricket overall, anyone can win it on the day. It's different to ODI cricket, Test cricket. T20 cricket, it's an open game.
So, would you say bowling or batting first? What would you say? So far at the moment, guys reckon batting first has been the most success. What would you say in your opinion? Would you bowl or bat first?
So far, from what I've watched, I actually don't know. It's a bit of a 50-50, but it seems that the batting team's been winning. So, yeah, I'd have a bat. Why not go out there and get the ball going around the park? You might as well try it out. And if it comes off, like I said, it's a good thing, especially for the smaller teams. I would say, I'd recommend rather bat first than bowl. Eh?
So average score, what would you say is an average score? Good score to chase, what? Not to chase down, but to set as a target.
Target so far anywhere above 160 because there hasn't been too many big scores except on the weekend when New Zealand got that 200 runs in their first innings. Other than that, there hasn't actually been too many big scores. So I think anything over 160 is competitive. You have a chance, eh?
I think for the bowling team as well, we've seen a lot of low scores put on the board. So the batting second has been very difficult. What do you think about that?
Yeah, batting second, especially down in Hobart, like it was in the first round. Batting second, obviously, the guys said in the evening time it was a bit of dew around and stuff, so it made it a bit harder to bat under the lights. But yeah, at the end of the day, once the score's set as a team, you have to chase it down. So yeah, I think it's just about rallying the boys together and yeah, chase the score down, eh?
Yeah, that's true. Eh? So it's been an interesting World Cup so far. We're going to be bringing you guys some more podcasts very soon, and we hope that we get more exciting action. So, guys, stay tuned.
Hey, Jono, before we end this, right?
Okay.
So Zimbabwe's playing against Pakistan, right? Just before we end this, I know you want to end this, but listen, guys, who do you think's gonna win? Pakistan, Zim? Do you think there's gonna be an upset there?
I'm going for small teams. So I think Zim is going to cause a big upset, eh? A lot of the guys have been playing very well, and especially the bowling attack has been very good. So I reckon Zim can pull it off, eh?
And hopefully this boy scores some runs, eh?
Yeah, I think so. He's played very well, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll see. Hopefully he scores some runs. And then also the captain as well, Craig Irvine, his last knock on 52.
That was good, eh?
Played very well.
And then also Williams needs a few runs, but I'm sure he'll pull through. The boy has been around a long time, and I'm sure he's up to the challenge, eh?
Yeah, so we'll see how the game goes, eh? We look forward to it. So now that's a wrap, everybody. We'll see you guys soon. Please remember to like and subscribe to get more of this beautiful content.
Yeah.
I hope you guys like the new studio. Got new lighting arrangements, new front desk.
Yeah, it's kind of old, but
it's kind of old.
We made it work.
We made it work. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, guys, that's from us. We hope to see you soon. Remember, subscribe to That's Cricket.